I'm Bernina expert Amanda Murphy, and welcome to the last step of quilting our Fast Forward quilt on Bernina's blog, WeAllSew.com. This month, we'll be adding texture to all areas of the quilt with free motion quilting. I've used my 72S foot here to travel along using my quilting template, and now I'm switching to the 73 adjustable open-toe free motion foot. And one of the things I love about the 72S foot is I can switch to this open-toed foot without clipping my threads. Now, here I'm doing a very simple design just in the wide channels on the right side of the quilt. I'm just making a loop down and a loop up and a loop down and a loop up. And this is going to cause those narrower channels to look a little puffy, and it's going to add a lot of dimension to our quilt. Notice I don't try to hit the edge of the channel while quilting. Instead, I allow the back of my foot to hit the edge. That way, if I make a mistake, it is not so apparent. As I worked back up the quilt, I decided to add some extra quilting lines in my narrow zigzag channel, as shown here. I just thought it added extra dimension, and I liked the way the straight lines contrasted with the free motion that I added in other areas. I chose to use an orange thread that matched the fabric for this step, but you could also use a contrasting thread if you wanted it to have even more impact. Next up is the background for the left side of the quilt, which in this case, since we've rotated the quilt 90 degrees to put it on the frame, it's the top half of the quilt. And in the background, I chose to quilt a paisley pattern, and I deliberately quilted it from left to right, or what would be the bottom of the quilt to the top, because I wanted it to have that motion when I took it off the frame. So here, what I do to make a paisley is I make a teardrop shape, and I echo it 1, 2, 3 times. It just depends on where I want to go next. So I do the paisley, I echo, I did another paisley and echoed, and now I want to get to the other side of the design. So I go around echoing again. The key to doing this design is that you never travel in a straight line. You always go up and out, echoing previous quilting. Both Bernina and I hope you've enjoyed the Fast Forward Quilt Along. You can find me, Amanda Murphy, on Bernina's blog, WeAllSew, and also in my Facebook group, Quilting with Amanda Murphy, and on my YouTube channel at Amanda Murphy Design. Please post your creations on social media, tagging us at Bernina USA and at Amanda Murphy Design. We can't wait to see what you create.